Hi! In this video, you'll learn the basics of our order forms and how to adjust some initial basic settings for your order form. However, before we can start, you must have already created a product. You can find out how to do this in the video that's now linked in the top right-hand corner. I'd like to start by talking about the most important basic settings of Digistore24 order forms. If you're already familiar with how they work, skip this part until the time that's now displayed in the top right-hand corner. It's important to know that there are three different types of order forms that you have to choose between. There's the classic order form, the responsive order form, and the multi-step order box. Let's first look at the classic and responsive order forms. These two types differ mainly in their appearance. While the classic order form has a very rigid structure that can hardly be changed, you have absolute creative freedom with the responsive order form. You can easily adapt and design a responsive order form via drag and drop. As the name suggests, it also benefits from being responsive, which means that the order form automatically adapts to the respective device, regardless of whether your customers access your order form on a computer, tablet, or smartphone. Especially today, this is an incredibly important feature, as more and more people want to make purchases on their mobiles. That's why we at Digistore24 recommend that you use the responsive order form. Nevertheless, the classic order form is still the most popular type of order form among our users. This is because it's particularly beginner-friendly due to the easy and quick to set up methods. Either way, you have to link the classic or responsive order form to your sales page, usually in the form of a buy button. If a potential customer clicks on this button, they'll be taken to your order form where they can purchase your product. As already mentioned, however, there's also the multi-step order box. This is a special case as it's not integrated on the sales page as a button or link, but it's actually completely integrated as code. It offers the benefit that your customers can go through the sales process directly on your sales page. In addition, it divides the payment process into several steps, making the purchase even more convenient for your customers. Another difference to the order forms is that the multi-step order box can be used in conjunction with a responsive or classic order form. Although it makes little sense to do this in most cases, you still have the option to send your customers to a responsive or classic order form via a link as well to your integrated multi-step order box. Now you know the basics about order forms. In this video, we'll adjust the general settings that are important for all three types of order forms. At the end of this video, you'll find the links to the 3 tutorials in which I show you how to create the different order forms. So let's get right into it. Go to Account and then Products. Click on the pencil icon next to the product for which you want to adjust the settings, and then switch to the Order Form tab. Here you'll find many settings and design options for your order form. To enable you to see directly what each setting does, I always show you examples on the right-hand side of how they look when implemented. Let's start with the product image that's displayed here on your order form. To upload a product image, click on this icon and select Upload Image. First, check whether your image also meets the requirements that are displayed in the top left-hand corner. If it does, click on the button and select your image on your computer. Click on Upload and OK to confirm. In the product description, which can be found here, you should introduce your product and summarize the most important selling points to make sure you don't lose your prospective customers. The next point is only important if you'll not be using your own thank you page. If you haven't entered a thank you page in the Properties tab, your customers will be redirected to the Digistore24 order confirmation page after their purchase. Among other things, the text that you save here is displayed there. You could use this option to thank your customers for their purchase. Let's move on to the next window. First of all, you should leave an email address or URL via which your customers can reach you if they have any questions. If you also want to offer your customers the possibility of calling you, enter your phone number in the second field. The usage instructions are again important for the order confirmation page. However, in addition to this, they're also sent in the automatic purchase confirmation email from Digistore24. Here you should definitely give your customers some brief information on how they can access your product. Now we come to the final window, where we adjust the settings for the various fields that will be displayed on your order form. First, select whether you want to ask for the customer's address on the order form. Please note that in some cases, for example, if your product is a physical product, the address of your customer will be requested regardless of what you've set here. Next, you can set if you should ask the customer's phone number and whether it should be a mandatory field. You can now also set if the salutation must be selected, as well as which titles should be pre-selected and whether you want to ask for extra titles and the company. Finally, you now only need to choose whether you want the name of your product to appear in the customer's billing statement or credit card transactions when they pay by bank transfer or credit card, and whether you want search engines like Google to be able to list the order form in their search results. Finally, click on Save. The basic settings for your order form are now set. As mentioned earlier, you should now focus on your order form. So choose your preferred order form type and get started, whether with the classic order form on the far left, the responsive order form in the middle, or the multi-step order box on the far right.